life is completely meaningless or useless, or like you have to be doing this extravagant thing for it to be so meaningful, we have to truly remind ourselves that God is in control of everything. If your life is a certain way, it's supposed to be that way, at least for that season. And the Lord has blessed us with life. It's so easy to forget how beautiful life is when you're going through the ebbs and flows of everything. You know, when it's going down, or you may feel like down, or you may feel up, or whatever the case may be. But I think we really should take time to remind ourselves and like really experience the beauty of what He has in front of us, what He's created our life to, what our life is. You know, yes, we have free will and it is what it is, but even in the poor decisions that we make, our life still is beautiful because God never changes. How powerful is that? God never changes. So even if our life seems awful, you know, people hurt you, you're going through challenges, like the sun still shines, the grass still grows. Like your life is not permanently like that. Actually, it's, you know, the fact that the world, like the environment, doesn't change, how God intended this world to be never changes, is such a comforting thing, you know, for us to have to rely on. And He reminds us of that every day we walk outside, whether it rains, whether it snows, whether it's sunny, whether you hear bees and birds chirping when you wake up. Like He is speaking to us in so many different, He has reminders, He has, I mean, not say speaking, but He has these things that He's created. And I think it's so important for us to just remind ourselves of that. And if you feel, even like when you think of things like this too, I would suggest going back to Genesis, where He talks about the creation. Wherever your mind is about life, act, and if it's not a good thing, if you don't feel happy about it, ask God to renew your mind in that way and meet you where you are and edify your spirit so that you can glorify His name. And I know He will give you something that you need, but that will also just do so much in your life. And I just want to also say that like money and materialistic things is not like, I want to say something too, like in Jeremiah chapter 11, we learn that, you know, that the people that turned away from God, they did it so easily, like it wasn't even a sincere thought about making a decision. It was just natural, and it's because they lived in evil. You know, they willingly chose to serve themselves, you know, and because it wasn't about the idol. We didn't read that, you know, it wasn't about, at least in that part, it wasn't about, you know, gaining this or gaining that. It was about them seeking themselves. They sought themselves. They sought themselves. And their hearts were truly corrupt. You know, they wanted to be deceived. They wanted to live in an evil life, away from God. And when you do that, you get that. You know what I mean? You'll get what comes with that. It's cause and effect. But they even knew that, like, seeking, it just comes with things. You know what I mean? I'm not that they even knew, excuse me for that part, but like, you know, it's not about the materialistic things is what I was trying to get at. I hope that didn't confuse anyone. I didn't want to continue that, didn't really want to say that, but it's not about the materialistic things. It's about the character and the love that comes out of your life. And God reminds us of that daily, which is why they reaped what they sowed. They wanted to live a life without God. They lived a life without Him, and it's not peaceful. The Lord reminds us daily and small things, and I encourage us all to think about these things. Like, is your life really that bad? Like, or is it bad at all? Or do you just compare yourself or think about, hey, I should be doing this, or hey, I should be doing that, and now your life has no meaning? Like, is that really what he wanted? Is that really what, your life was panned out to be? I don't think so. And don't succumb to those thoughts that say that, that's what it is, because it's not. It's not. Your life is not supposed to be that way. It's not designed that way. So just want to say that.